My name's Adam, and I'm an artist out of northern Wisconsin. By the time you are watching this, I want you guys to look at my subscribers. Does it say 10,000 subscribers? If the answer is no, I need you to subscribe. And if the answer is yes, we did it. Today, we're going to be checking out the Big Wasp Z1 6-stroke lengthen 1 tattoo machine that is actually on Amazon. You guys will be able to find it in the link in the video description. Now, the tattoo machine is advertised as 6 stroke lengths in one, but there's actually stroke lengths in between each stroke length, making this actually have 11 different stroke lengths in one. The simple explanation of stroke length is that the lower your stroke length you are using, the softer your tattoo machine is going to be hitting, better for black and gray and fine line work. And then the higher the stroke length you're using, like right here, 4.0 stroke length, that's going to be good for basic standard outlining, or like using big liners, or packing color, or doing solid fill like blackout sleeve type work. You're going to want to be using the higher stroke lengths for that. A big thing that not a lot of people talk about with stroke length, and why it's really nice to have a tattoo machine where you can adjust stroke length on the fly, is that you can leave your tattoo machine at the same speed, like 8 volts, but then instead of changing the speed, you guys could change the stroke length depending on the area you're tattooing. So if you're tattooing some really hard, tough skin to get through, you can turn your stroke length up to like 4.0, and then it'll make your machine easier to get through, you know, that tougher skin. And then if you have a delicate part of the body you're working on, like an inner arm or something where, you know, there's a lot of redness and you want to be more delicate and gentle, you could actually turn your, you know, your machine down, the stroke length down to like 2.6 stroke, and then you'll be hitting the skin softer, causing less redness. Most stroke adjustable tattoo machines have a very small battery in it. Normally they have like a 1400 or 1800 milliamp battery that only lasts like 4 to 5 hours. This one actually has a full size 2000 milliamp battery, which is going to give you about 7 hours of runtime, and you could actually remove the battery just like that. Also, this back part of the battery can be removed also, so you can replace that if you have any issues. But believe it or not, most tattoo brands actually seal the battery inside the back half to where you cannot replace the cell. That is not good, because after about a year, the battery becomes pretty weak and you're going to have to replace it. And if it was sealed inside your tattoo machine, you would literally have to throw away your tattoo machine and get a new one. The nice thing about this one is that you could replace the cell, and the cells are only like $5 on Amazon. All right, so we can see that this tattoo machine has some fancy features going for it, but does it perform well? So we're going to do a full unboxing and review right now of the tattoo machine. We're going to use it on some practice skin, and at the very end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys if I think that this tattoo machine is a good machine and if I think it's worth picking up. Let's go. All right, let's check out this package and what we all get. The box looks nice and sleek with logos on all sides. Popping the top on this bad boy, we're going to be introduced with the instruction manual. It's a pretty simple and straightforward instruction manual. If you would like to read it, feel free to pause the video. Make sure you guys do not throw away the instruction manual, because on the back of it is actually your product warranty card. If your tattoo machine breaks for any reason, you're going to have to fill out the back of this card and send it in. Next, we will remove this foam protecting the tattoo machine. We're going to take the tattoo machine out. We're going to set it off to the side, and we're going to check it out in just a second. Under that next layer of foam, we will find an accessories box. Inside the box, we'll find this RCA port adapter. You will receive 2 batteries. I have one of the batteries in the machine currently. We'll also receive a battery charger dock that can charge 2 batteries at a time using this Type-C charger cable. You also get 2 extra rubber grommets. Now let's take a closer look at this tattoo machine. The tattoo machine is stroke adjustable from 4.0 stroke all the way down to 2.6 stroke length. You could remove the battery carriage from the tattoo machine itself by unscrewing it, and then if you unscrew the top, you could also take out the battery cell as well. The tattoo machine features an interface on the side of it with 3 interactable buttons and a 1/2-inch display. The tattoo machine can go all the way up to 11 volts, and then it could go all the way down to 5 volts. Here's what the tattoo machine looks like with the RCA adapter and a third-party battery. I attempted to take this tattoo machine apart, but I was unable to find any screws to take it apart, which makes me believe that you are unable to take the tattoo machine apart to clean it or to fix it by yourself. After using the tattoo machine for a little bit on practice skin, I was pretty confident in the tattoo machine's ability to pull line work and to do black and gray shading. After spending some time with the tattoo machine, I found that I like the tattoo machine the best at 3.8 stroke at 8 volts for everything. Now, what are my final thoughts on the Big Wasp Z1 tattoo machine? This tattoo machine has jumpstart mode, which is something that you take kind of for granted. The tattoo machine I actually was testing before this one did not have jumpstart mode, which is where right when you turn the tattoo machine on for the first 2 seconds, it'll spike up to 9 volts and then it'll go down to whatever voltage you have selected. That is important because if you are starting in like 4 volts, let's say, and you have a cartridge in it, sometimes the tattoo machine isn't strong enough to run the tattoo machine starting off in 4 volts. Sometimes it needs a jump start to get the needle moving, and so the last tattoo machine I was testing didn't have that. This one has that mode, so that is a big relief because that is frustrating when a tattoo machine does not have jumpstart mode, mostly when you want to run your tattoo machine in lower voltages. Speaking about lower voltages, I actually don't like to run this machine in the lower voltages. I actually run this machine at the 3.8 stroke length, and then I run it at 8 volts because anything under that, if you're running 7 volts is fine, but if you're running under 7 volts at like 6.5 and lower, the machine starts to feel like it's like bogging down. So I don't think the motor is that strong in this tattoo machine. That's why I'm running it at higher voltages and a higher stroke length, because the machine feels a little bit weak, and then when you turn down the voltages, it just feels like super weak and inconsistent. And so I wouldn't really highly suggest this tattoo machine for stipple work or anything, but it is pretty good for black and gray, like because the motor is a little weaker, a little less torque going to the motor is what I should say. It has a little less torque going to the motor, which actually is better for smoother gradients with like black and gray and stuff, but I wouldn't suggest it for stipple work in the lower voltages. I actually really liked doing line work with this tattoo machine, but once again, you're going to want to have it in the higher stroke lengths, 3.8, sweet spot with 8 volts, perfect for everything. That's going to be what you want for doing line work. I also like that the tattoo machine, actually the grip has a little bit of a shape to it, so it's more comfortable to hold. A lot of tattoo machines will just have a skinny grip that's like just straight like that. I do not like that. I like to have a little bigger of a grip with a little shape to it so it's easier to hold. I like that. And the fact that you could take the battery cell out of the machine, that is a very big deal to me. I think every tattoo machine should be doing that, because if your battery cell is sealed inside your machine and the battery cell dies and you have to throw the tattoo machine away, that sucks. So every company should be doing that. Let me know down in the comments what the next tattoo machine you want me to review is, and I'll catch you guys later. Take her easy, keep her sleazy. Peace out.